What's going on, guys? It's Tina. Today is Monday, the 28th. It is 8:41 a.m. So on Friday, I have the audio from that. I had my dash cam footage, but for some reason it didn't work. On Friday, I actually done a video on my dash cam where I rode up to our attorney's office after he sent me this email. So let me share this email with you that I had sent to the attorney that is supposed to be representing us in this case. I'm starting to feel some type of way about using him. My husband is too, and so is his dad. Once I told him what was going on, we're starting to suspect this attorney may be more in their pocket than he is ours. Par for the course for what has been going on in this city. It's a lot of very fishy shit going on around here right now. And I want to share this with you before I get into what I was about to talk about as far as what I did on Friday and what I'm about to do this morning while I'm on tape. So let me share my screen with you. I want to share this email with you that I had sent him on, I think I sent it on Thursday, but we'll see. Let me share my screen right quick. And it's a shame I even have to do all this. I have to do all this because I do not trust these people, right? These people are moving really funny, right? And I'm skilled enough to know how to read a room to the fact that I can tell when something's amiss, something's real weird here, right? Otherwise, if I trusted you, I wouldn't have to feel like I got to record every call. I got to record every this. I got to record every that because there's some funny shit going on here in Stanford, right? So let me share my screen. I'm going to show you what I got here. So what you're looking at right now is an email I sent to our attorney on Thursday morning at just before 6 a.m. Right. So this was 4 days ago. And the email reads, it says, "Good morning, Bill. Please send me that letter we talked about stating how the bond works so that I can have something to send people." So he said, we all put together a letter that explains how the bond works. So that way it'll help people understand when you're trying to raise funds for the money. Like if you find somebody that can give you the 30K, this letter explains to him how it works, that it is totally refundable and all of that. Right. So it also says in the same email, also, please send me a copy of the motion that you filed. This was the motion he filed for the bond hearing, and a copy of the nurse's statement from the hospital. When we got to the bond hearing on Wednesday, the 23rd, when we got to the bond hearing on Wednesday, 23rd, he said he had information from the hospital. He showed me the nurse's statement and he went through the statement, and nowhere in her statement did she write in there that my husband threatened her or got in her face. And remember, I was telling you that all the way from the beginning that she was lying, right? And even when you hear my audio, you heard the security guard come in all aggressive, talking about, that nurse said you got in her face and you threatened her and blah, 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 blah. So now we've been vindicated in a sense that her statement never said that he got in her face, never said that he threatened her. That nurse is the whole catalyst for why all of this happened, right? So now it comes out that, yes, like I told you early on, she lied, right? She lied, right? So here we are. My husband should not be in jail, okay? I don't care about technicalities, right? Those are all pieces of paper. Oh, you cross state lines without a permit. Everything we have is totally legal in Georgia. In fact, everything we have is totally legal in about 80% of the country, because majority of the country have gun laws that make sense, right? So here we are on a technicality, a piece of paper. We went through all of this on a piece of paper, right? Nurse lied on us. Security guard aggressive. Police officers pulling weapons on us. Me being coerced to a search. Then sending him to a mental health facility, and then trying to misdiagnose him with a mental health just to fulfill their narrative and their agenda, right? All of this over a piece of paper. Piece of paper. All of this over a technicality. Nobody should have to go through all of this over a piece of paper. Right. So here we are, this email I sent to Bill because I was becoming frustrated. My husband was becoming frustrated with him. Even our dad was like, what kind of attorney is this? Right. So I emailed him asking him for these things and saying, hey, send me a copy of the nurse's statement. Right. That basically vindicates him. She was the catalyst in all this. Right. And so I said, I need it today. I got someone asking. So if there is someone at your office that can send it to me on your behalf, that would be greatly appreciated. And then also, this is what I said. Also, where is the hospital footage from Saturday, 9/28 between 12:30 and 3 p.m.? We need that. It shows my husband was not being disorderly or a danger to anyone. We also need all the police cam footage from that day. I don't understand why we don't have this, right? So this is dated October the 24th, which was 4 days ago, right? About a couple weeks prior to this, when our attorney had his first scheduled call with my husband while my husband was at the first correctional facility, my husband asked him, where's the footage? Why ain't nobody seen the footage? We need that footage, right? We need that footage, right? So here we are, fast forward for today. This is what my attorney's response was to this email. Let me scroll. Hi, Tina. I attached my letter to you as discussed. I also attached the motion from yesterday. And he's referring to the bond hearing that we had. As for the materials you asked for, I do have all of those items, including body cameras. Under the criminal discovery rules, I am not allowed to make copies and provide them to you. You are free to view them here in my office anytime you would like to do so, but I am not allowed to distribute copies. Now, whether or not that is true, being that, you would be sharing that with the defendant, right? I am the defendant's wife. So whether or not that's true, I'm going to do my due diligence on that. And I think I don't know about that, right? So that's what he told me. So immediately when I saw that, I said, you have them. My first thought was, why did I have to question you in order for you to tell me that you had very important exculpatory evidence that we need that goes in favor of my husband who you are representing? Why did I have to come to you and ask for this stuff? As soon as you got it, you should have told me. As soon as you were trying to get it, you should say, hey, I got this request in, we about to get this footage. But none of that. I never heard any of that from him, right? This is what happened on Thursday when he sent me this email Thursday at 4:00. All right, so let me go back to full screen real quick. And so when I saw that email, I hit him back. Let me put my let me open up my text messages right quick. All right, so he sent me this email right here. You see it says Thursday, right? All right, that's when he was letting me know. He sent me that email response that I just read for you when he told me he had the footage. I emailed him back. Well, I texted him back, and this is what I said. So when he sent me that email response, he texted me also. He said, hi, Tina, just sent you an email. Let me know if you don't see it. So I read the email and I texted him back and I said, okay, I got it. Thanks. I said, I would like to see the footage. When can we possibly schedule a time to look at it? This was on Thursday. He never texted me back, y'all. He never texted me back. So the next day, which was Friday, I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna get in my truck. I'm gonna drive to the office because he never answered me back. I'm gonna go put my face in the place where I need to see this footage because I need to know what we got. If we missing something, yada yada. What is it, right? So I get in the truck. I drive to his office, which is about a 25-minute drive from Stanford. I get there. It's a Friday, so I'm like, hey, he probably gonna be there. Let me just put my face in the place and look at these assistants or whoever's in his office, right? So I get there. He's not there. Right. So I speak to an assistant of his, like an office assistant or whatever. I don't know what her real title is, but I'll just call her an office assistant. And she said she's been working with our attorney for a long time. So she knows him. Right. So I asked her, like, hey, about the footage and this, that, and the other. And she was like, yeah, she never really said exactly when they got the footage. The only thing she said was that they got it and it was a large file and they had to download it or whatever. So we went through that conversation. And she said that my attorney, would have to be the one to sit down with me and view the footage, but he was not there. In fact, he was going to be in Hartford all day on Friday and probably wouldn't make it back to the office, but to set up a time that I could come in and look at that footage this week. Today is Monday, right? So now I'm about to call Bill. And see what happens, right? Let's see if he answers, if it does what it normally does and it goes to voicemail, right? Because he never responded to my request to set a time, right? So here it is right here. That was about 12 o'clock when I got to his office on Friday. He wasn't there. They kind of tried to shoo me out of the office. So I was like, okay, we'll call him right now. Usually, they want to shuffle you out the door. Okay, well, I'm here. Go ahead and call him right now is what I did while I stood at their office. So she goes and she calls him. She goes and she calls him, right? She went in another room. I don't know if she really called him, right? So she goes, I'm waiting in like one of their little rooms that looks like a room they would sign like papers in or whatever, because it's one of those conference tables with all the tables. If you've ever been to the real estate closing, you've seen that round table with all the chairs. That room, I was in a room that looked like that. So I was waiting, and then she came back, and that's when she told me, Bill's in Hartford, Connecticut all day. He probably won't get here today. He said, let's schedule a time. We can sit down and look at the footage. Okay, fine, right? So I leave there, and as I'm sitting in the parking lot at the attorney's office, I texted him and I said, hey, Bill, I'm putting my pleasantries out there. I ain't trying to turn nobody off, right? I said, hey, Bill, happy Friday. I'm about to leave your office. And I did this just in case she didn't really call, right? Hey, Bill, I'm about to leave your office. I said, what's Monday look like for you? I'm flexible on the time, can be any time of the day, y'all, because I'm trying to see this footage. Every day that goes by is a day that my husband's sitting in jail when she shouldn't be sitting in there, right? So I'm feeling like, okay, why is he slow walking this thing? When did you get this footage? That's one question I'm asking. When did you get this footage? When did you get it, right? When did you get it? And why did I have to ask you about it in order for you to tell me that you had it, right? As soon as you got it, you should have told me. As soon as you put the request in to get it, you should have said, hey, I got a request in to get that footage. I'm hoping to have it by this time, blah, blah, blah. Was none of that, right? Was none of that. So let's call him right now while you guys are on the phone. And let's see what happens.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, what's going on, Bill? It's Tina. I hope you had a good weekend. It's about 8:55 a.m. on Monday. Just kind of touching base with you. I need to get with you to take a look at this footage. I want to see what your schedule was like today. Every day that goes by, is a day kind of wasted. I want to get in here and verify what you have and on everything, and then kind of go from there. Give me a call back. I'm about to send you a text message as well, but this is Tina 404. About to send you a text message as well. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, so that's exactly what I thought. I knew he wasn't going to answer his phone, right? So now I'm about to send him a text message right quick. I'm going to say, good morning, Bill. Following up from Friday. What's your day look like? So I said, good morning, Bill. Following up for Friday. Never heard back. So it's about 8:58. The text I just sent him, good morning, Bill. Following up from Friday. What's your day look like? Need to sit down and look over this video footage. So I just sent that text to him. It is 8:58 a.m. Y'all, my husband already called me this morning. He was like, look, we need to look at that footage because the judge keeps saying, oh, I need to make sure he's not a danger to society, blah, 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 right? So, and I have to question, maybe I'm assuming he hadn't seen the footage himself, because if he did, he would see, not only did my husband go to the police station first, what person who is a danger to society does a proactive thing, extends professional courtesy, and goes to the police station first and says, hey, I just want to, ID myself. This is who I am. I'm in town. This is what I'm doing. If he was a true danger to society, if he was a true, enemy number one, like you're trying to portray him to be, he would not have bothered to go to the police station first, right? Second thing, what person who is a danger to society, and what person who comes in here looking to do harm, who bothers to go to the hospital, check in at the visitation desk, has his picture taken, gets his little tag and sticks it on his shirt and walks up to his room? And we went up to the floor, went right into our dad's room, right? Make it make sense. So I'm trying to find out, take a look at this footage. I definitely want to know how long he's had this footage. And we're going to see what he does. So my husband called me this morning. He was like, look, we need to put our eyes on that footage, right? And I'm with him. So we're going to see. I'm going to give it a minute, give it a couple hours, see if he calls me back. My spidey senses are going off, man. Something is up. Something is up here, right? So we're definitely entertaining picking up an attorney that's really going to work for us and that's really going to fight for us. Because I'm trying to tell you, the right attorney on this thing, this is going to really put you on the map. Because what we have right here, yeah, we got something right here. So I just want to kind of put this video together, let you know where I'm at. The attorney says he has the footage, and I'm trying to put my eyes on it. I'll check in with you guys later. So coming back to the video, it is what time is it? It is 1:05. When I last was on here, I told you guys I had texted the attorney at 9 a.m. And just to reiterate what that text was, I sent him at 9 a.m. because, I'm trying to get over there and view this footage that he told me that he had. I texted him this morning. I said, good morning, following up from Friday, because I texted him on Friday while I was in the parking lot of his attorney's office. He was not there. He was away on business in Hartford all day or whatever. So before I left the parking lot of the attorney's office, I texted him Friday at 12:30, which he never responded or called me back. I texted him, hey, I'm about to leave your office. What's Monday look like for you? I'm flexible on the time. It can be any time of the day. And that was the text message I sent on 12:30 at 12:30 on Friday. He never responded via text. He never called me back. So fast forward to Monday morning at 9 o'clock. I said, good morning. I'm following up from Friday. What's your day look like? Need to sit down and look over this video footage. That was at 9 o'clock. Hadn't heard back from him. Mom even called him as well at 11. No text response, no call back. And I'm like, dude, if you can't call me back, the easiest thing you can do is send a quick text message. So let's ring his phone and you guys are going to hear me call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Bill, it's Tina, just checking in. I had a moment. Give me a call back when you can. 444. Thanks. Bye. All right, so we're going to see what happens. My husband said he's going to call me back at about 2. It may be one of those things where I call Bill with my husband on speakerphone on my other phone and let my husband leave any message he wants to leave or whatever. We're going to play that by ear. Typically, he has called me back before, like at the very end of the day. Like I'll call him in the morning and I may not hear anything from him all day, and he'll call me at 4:30 in the evening. So if he does that, my hope is that he does do that. So we'll see. So if he does, I'll definitely let you guys know how it goes. But I just feel like it shouldn't be this hard, right? It should not be this hard, especially in the day and age that we're in, where it's easy to send a text message. Hey, I got your message. Working on my schedule. We can definitely get together this week. I just got to figure out a time or something. But to be completely silent, that's when my eyebrows start to raise, right? Because we're here in this city where there's a lot of weird stuff happening right now. Nobody's really who they say they are. Everybody is kind of coming across like wolves in sheep clothing right now, right? So yeah, so he said he told me as of Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, he had the footage. I went by his attorney's office midday. He was not there. His office assistant told me that they did have the files. They were large and they had to figure out how to download them, upload them, or whatever they were doing with the footage. And she told me I needed to set some time on the schedule for him this week, which I have been trying to do, but I have not been able to get in contact with him. So let's call his office.
Calling my Murphy.
Yes, is Bill in today?
Who's calling?
This is Tina.
I'll check. Hold on.
Okay.
Of the largest law firms around the country. We utilize the same state-of-the-art technology for legal research. No, I'm sorry, he's not. Would you like his voicemail?
No, I'll just try to call back another time. I appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Here we are. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've not spoken to this attorney since probably actually since Wednesday when we had the bond hearing, because we emailed back and forth on Thursday. Was no actual phone call. And yeah, man. So this is what we're dealing with right now. This is what we're dealing with right now. We're gonna need a new attorney. And it sucks because we spent money on this dude we did not have. And it's so crazy. We got even pressed into this situation to even being forced to choose him in a hurry because of the tricks and shenanigans they pulled when they just showed up and took him off the jail when we were not expecting that. So it really took away our ability to really vet somebody that we could work with, right? And to take our time to find somebody, right? So this is just an unfortunate situation that is really negatively affecting my family. So at this point, you guys got resources, attorneys. They got to be, I'm looking for a criminal attorney and a civil rights attorney. It would be great if he was someone that did both. Okay. So I wanted to put that out there for you. This is what I'm dealing with right now. All right, guys. So just to kind of check back in and finish this video. Okay. So I spoke to the attorney. He called me at about 10 minutes before 3. And I captured that conversation. And this was a conversation around me trying to get into his office and view the footage from the hospital cams and the police cams. Okay. So this is the conversation we had around that. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I have my own thoughts on that conversation. And my husband's parents also have their own thoughts on this conversation. So I'm going to play that conversation between me and the attorney that we hired to represent my husband. Here it goes. Just listen.
So I'm out. I had a full day of court today. I'm still not at my office. I know you're looking for a time you want to look over that video, which is fine.
Yeah.
So listen, I was just going to tell you, I looked at most of it. And pretty much most of it. The only thing I don't know is they actually give me body cam footage from different officers.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've looked at every last one, because for the most part I looked at a couple and it was just like the same thing, but from where they were standing.
Exactly. And that's what I figured, because I know all the angle because I was there. So I can tell you what's missing and what's not.
Right.
Yeah.
So listen, you're absolutely able to look at it. I just was going to tell you, it's up to you. I don't think there's much point in looking at it, only because everything you guys told me, it all holds up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you look at that and there's like anything that it was not that I had any expected differently, but
right.
But if you want to see it, but I don't think there's much for you to get out of it. I mean, there's not anything that looks unusual. But the only thing I got to do is figure out, the way our workstations are set up, we don't really have like clients in our offices where we do our works. We have all our like files, all out and open and everything.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is, we have a conference room and we have a video, and we have a whole computer video monitor, everything down there.
Yeah.
I just have to get a chance to get to the office and talk to someone in the office and make sure I know how to put it on down there for you. So,
okay, cool. Because you just got like they gave you like a memory stick of files. Is that what you're working with?
No, what they do now, this is all new. They used to give us thumb drives, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now they have an outside vendor that puts it in a link, and they send us the link, and we have to download it into our machine. And it's a total pain in the neck, because it doesn't matter how short or long the videos are. The links from these vendors just seem to be huge. And then it takes forever to get them in. It takes forever to get them up so I can view them. And then it's not as easy. It always takes some doing to figure out how to look at them in a different place. Like if I want to go to a different workstation, because a lot of times it'll tell you that like the big problem I always have, I'm probably due for a new desktop computer. The big problem I always have is it always tells me I don't have enough memory on my particular desktop, even though it's in like the OneDrive for the whole firm.
Right. Yeah.
To when I try to play it on mine, it tries to do it through my computer. And so a lot of times I have to screw with it to make it think it's got enough room to do it. So I just need time to, I'm telling you all this. I'm telling you all these stupid details because I wanted you to know. Hopefully let me try and get you to tomorrow. I have a full day and won't be good. I think by Wednesday I should be able to have a time for you. I'll let you know early that day.
And let's do that. And one thing about me, I can probably help with that. My husband, his security company, I'm the one that does all this video. I'm the one that pulls all these videos and all that stuff. And I'm a content creator. I'm really good with video. So I may be able to kind of help work through some of those quirks and stuff as well. All right. So
that's fine.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So so I'll put us down for Wednesday. Is that looking like an early Wednesday thing, you think?
Let me think for a sec. Wednesday should be I'm driving.
No, you're good.
I gotta let me shoot you a text a little later.
Okay.
I just wanted to get to you so you knew I wasn't leaving you hanging. It's just gonna take me a little bit to set this up for you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know what time Wednesday, and anything I can do. I'm pretty tech savvy as well, so anything I can do to help, I can come in there ready to roll my sleeves up on Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine. I'll look forward to it. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, so that was a conversation between me and the attorney. Of course, he didn't text me a time or anything. He said he was going to text me later. I didn't hear back from him. But my expectation is to go in there on Wednesday morning and look at this footage. Now, if you noticed in our conversation, the key thing that he said was that everything he saw on the footage lined up to what my story is. So everything I've been telling you, he just got on the phone and said, yeah, everything you told me lines up to what I see here in the footage. He said there's nothing unusual here in the footage. And I want to highlight that because this judge that is so hard-nosed, this judge that is hell-bent against making my husband look like enemy number one, this judge that is like, well, I need to make sure you're not a danger to society, right? This footage, right? First off, the audio that you guys heard, it was obvious. My husband did not come there to cause a ruckus. Everybody around us was causing a ruckus. We were there that day to ask for a medical professional for our dad because his health was going in the wrong direction. And if you go back, you listen to all of my audio, you can hear that is what happened. We came there to advocate for our father. We didn't come there to cause a ruckus. We didn't come there to harm anybody. We came there because our dad was dying and he asked us to come and help them out because the hospital was not listening to anything they had to say, right? And he felt like he was dying under their care. They needed help, and that's why we were there. So the attorney on that call I just shared for you said, I didn't see anything unusual. Everything pretty much jived with what you were telling me, right? So if that's the case, then that lets you know my husband is not a violent person. He's not a danger to society. He's not a danger to himself. There is no reason why he should still be in jail. And he is in jail because the judge has decided that he is a danger to society, which is absolutely false. Absolutely false. Absolutely false. And also, my husband was vindicated when the nurse who lied to the security guard on that particular day, when she wrote her statement, her lies, she didn't even put them in her statement. Her statement did not say anything about my husband getting in her face, or her statement did not say anything about my husband threatening her. Those words, he threatened me and got in my face, from the nurse, was the catalyst for everything that happened on that day. She was the reason for security showing up, right? And then we had to go through that terrible ordeal with the security. Then the security called the cops. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is my husband calling me now.
Call from an incarcerated individual at This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I'm here.
I know it's early. Are you busy? And that is because of the work you guys are doing on the outside. Because I could easily see if I didn't have you guys out there, pushing someone or someone.
Right. Yeah.
Any of these guys would have been just.
Right. Exactly. And so we're going to continue to push. I'm trying to put together. I want to do an interview with your mom today and put it on content. Okay. Love you. All right, love you. Bye.
The call.
So definitely have to stop whenever I get a call from the hubby, because I never know when he's going to be able to make his calls, because that facility that he's in, they go into lockdown like so much, and he may not even get another phone call. So whenever he calls, I definitely got to take those calls. So that was him. So getting back to what I was saying about the attorney, you heard him say on the phone he didn't see anything unusual, and that everything he saw in the footage lines up to what we were telling him, right? So with that said, why is my husband in jail, right? Why is he in jail still? He should be out. There should never have been these two crazy bond amounts out there. And you guys, there's actually some verbiage in the Constitution that is written to safeguard you against it's excessively high charges, right? So this is definitely something that goes against our constitutional right as it relates to the amount of these bonds. This is totally a violation of our constitutional right. There's no reason why his bond should be this high. There's no reason why he should be in jail. Like I said, the judge is hell bent on, oh, he's a danger to society. Well, everything I've shared with you, all the audio and everything I share with you, you guys can see that he's not a danger to society. It is obvious what we came here for. My husband was very calm, cool, and collected. And that shows the amount of discipline he had. When you listen to that tape and you hear the way that security guard talked to us, and my husband maintained his composure the whole time, most people would have went ham on that security guard. He was disrespectful. Most people would have lost their doggone mind. But my husband was composed, and he never raised his voice. He never was disorderly. He handled it like a champ, and we stuck to the same thing. I want to see a medical professional. I want to see a doctor about my dad, and that's what we're here for the whole time. And it went ignored. So here we are. My husband is in jail, not because of not having a permit. This is paperwork tactics right here, right? That's something you bond out and you handle it in court. No, my husband is in jail. He's in jail because the judge decided, oh, you're a danger to society, right? I mean, my husband basically is a political prisoner. If you look up what that is, that's basically what he is. He's not in jail because he's some criminal that's violent and a danger to society. He's not enemy number one, right? So I want to share that attorney phone call with you guys. You hear him say out of his own mouth, I looked at the footage, nothing was unusual. It actually lined up to everything you guys told me. Yet he still sits in jail. Y'all, I want justice for my husband. I want him freed, return safely home to his family. Y'all, this is a man that fought for our country. It's time for us to fight for him. Thank you for watching. I'll check in with you next time. Bye.